I've been doing some work on the 511, just going through to see what's what. I disconnected these dog bones just to see what was left. This big section is open. Second section is like registering crazy amount of megs. This is just a blank one. This is good. It's only about 50 ohms out. That's not too bad. This one's registering like 8 megs. That's just crazy. These capacitors, or one capacitor, supposed to be 0.5, that's completely cooked. All these little wires that were cooked together, they're all still have continuity. The two section 2.5s in here, they're all over 3 microfarads, so they're way over, so that needs to be replaced. So if I can replace these and this one and figure this out, I might give a shot of powering this thing up. Well, here's my first repair on the radio. I put in a 5 watt 1.8 resistor for that section. Well, I finished the replacement for the multi-sectional resistor. Here it is, all these resistors in parallel. First one should be 16.5 right there. $16.3, hey, that's good enough. And the second one should be 5.5, I believe. Yeah, 5.5. And $5.6. So I'm gonna go with that, see what happens. We have to excuse all the background noise. We've got all the air conditioners and fans going. It's about feels like 101 outside, so it's a little warmer in the shop. I put a terminal strip in, but it was a pain, so I took it out and put everything on here. All these sections, when you took all the old resistors off, these were all, this one's open, that one's open. This is the only one that works, and that one's open. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to use the lugs, but I had to tack on some extra wire because I had to cut it to go to the, when I put the terminal strip in, but I didn't want to move it around too much because you can feel it snapping and cracking. So I put little extensions on. All this should work now. I'm going to work on putting a resistor here. This one's like twice the value. So I'll test this one down here, and then I'll start looking at capacitors. And this one's no good. If I can just replace that one, and if these are all they show any signs of life, I might just fire this thing up. I started replacing the capacitors. This is the old 0.5 compared to the new 0.47. I'm going to try to put that back in the can and try to make it look as original as possible. Well, I got that one restuffed. Put the new capacitor inside, and this one I was going to try. This is a double 0.5, but I was afraid I was just going to completely destroy the metal case, so I just tacked them on the outside. I think it'll work, and might be pretty close to firing this thing up. These all need to be replaced, but I wonder if I can just turn this thing on and see if I get anything. I'm worried about the volume control. That didn't seem to have continuity, so I'm kind of concerned about that. But I think the rest of this thing, we might just have to put the tubes in this thing and fire it up, see what happens. Yeah, I don't have a speaker for this, and I didn't want to jeopardize my horn speaker for the 26, so I made this out of half a headset. So this is going to be my test speaker. It does work to do a little battery test, so it makes a scratching noise. So this is going to be the test speaker. If it blows up, well, we'll see. We'll deal with that later. To be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about this one. Got the tubes back in, got the ground, got my little speaker hooked up, got the antenna hooked up. I'll put the knobs on, so if I'm touching this, something does short out. I'm not going to fry myself. I'm going to first test it without the 80 tube. At least cut out the high voltage, at least to see if the tubes light up or if it smokes or whatever. So that'll be the first test. Got everything hooked up. I decided to put it on its side so we can see if anything goes bad. I can kill the power. So I'd wear my super protective gloves here. Put the knobs on. I don't want to grab onto something that might be shorted. And start at 0. And just turn this thing up very slowly. Just let it sit for a while. This was without the 80 tube. Getting a bad feeling about this. Because up to 50 some volts and there's no signs of life. No glowing, no nothing. Up to about 80 volts. No filaments, no dial light, no nothing for 80 volts. It should be glowing. I do have the filaments glowing now. I'm at 100 volts. The filaments are slowly starting to glow. No, nothing's smoking down here. I faintly see the filaments. The dial light, it's still not on. Maybe that's just burned out. Alright, I put the 80 tube in. Now we'll play for all the marbles. Bring it up slow. Up to about 50 volts now. I heard something. Heard the speaker crackle. Up to 65 volts. It's either frying or I'm trying to play. Hearing something up to 100 volts. Hearing a radio. There we go. Hey. All right, let's just take this up to 100 volts. That's as high as I like to take these old things. All right, there's 100 volts.
The Bible is God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show.
Sounds terrible, but it plays and nothing is on fire. The thing feels hot. So yeah, well, these two capacitors still need to be replaced, and choice of speakers probably not very good, but it works. I can't believe it. It actually makes noise. So it's a good day for 4th of July. I was like, well, is it going to be fireworks either one way or another? It's going to go up in flames, or it's going to play something on the 4th of July. It's very good. I'm very happy. Makes my day. So now I got to figure out, do those next. Maybe that'll help. Better speaker will probably help a lot, but it works. It's back alive. All right. Well, thanks for watching this really long video, and hope you had a great 4th. Thanks for watching. Bye.